my best friend and brother, Clive Davis would say, you're doing career suicide. There's not one single within 1,000 miles of here. You know, what are you doing? You know, I think I needed to, what I call letting the hamster out of the cage.
What does that mean?
Letting the hamster out of the cage mean playing music that's beyond the realm of radio. Kind of like long soundtracks that they almost like they use them for in movies.
Well, is it true, and I've written this down, that at one point you were turned down by 5 record companies because, in their words, you weren't making radio-friendly records?
This is true, but where are they now?
Ah, and where are you?
Mm-hmm. So, you know, I had the chance to say to at least one of them, who was very, very arrogant, I said, look, man, there's only 2 kinds of people, artists and con artists. I know who I am. And that's all I need to say. You can't find that person maybe even in the Yellow Book right now. You know, so some people bleed, I'm sorry, you know, when they hear my name, because I'm not nice sometimes. I should be more nice now, you know, and say, you know, God bless you, and I hope you, you know, with your talent that you have, you can do it again. I know I will, you know, by the grace of God.
Music has changed, the music business has changed. What's been the biggest change in music over the 4 decades that you've been involved with it?
There's more shuck and jive now than ever before. Back then, in the 60s, we didn't know what a lip syncing was. We didn't know what sampling was. But today it's easier for people to get away with shucking and jiving or faking in that you know music. You know, as soon as you unplug the turntable and all that kind of stuff, they're done. The first thing that I would teach the new youngsters about music is like, don't touch the guitar yet. Just look at it. Look at it. Can you hear the sound just by looking at it? 1, and 2, most important actually, 1, can you give yourself chills before you touch the guitar? If you can't, be and do something else. Because this is a way of life, not a business. You're giving birth to beauty when you play, you know, so give yourself chills. Otherwise, you might as well just be a mechanic dealing with screwdrivers and hammers, you know?
You're well known for being generous with other musicians, musicians who've worked with you, musicians who come to you and ask for advice or counsel. Do you ever find yourself somewhere deeper than yourself saying, be careful, if I teach them too much, they'll supplant me, they'll overcome me, they'll make me irrelevant?
No, that's impossible. I got what I got, and you can't get what I got. You got to get your own. You might get a little close, but you ain't never in this lifetime gonna get what I got. You know, so I'm not insecure about that. In fact, I'll say, you know, you may want to try not using so many pedals because it's like putting too much makeup and people won't see your real face. This is your face, man. Just plug into the amplifier and trust that this is the sound.